Welcome, traders, to another Tick Mill trading update with me, Patrick Munley. Want to take a look at the headline US indices, looking at the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and the Dow Jones. And for reference, I'm using the emini futures contract for each of the indices. You can adjust the spread to trade the cash spot CFD accordingly. At the moment, the spread between the ES and the US 500 is just over 10 points, between 10 and 15 points. So these levels that I recommend for the cash markets. So starting with the E-mini S&P 500. On the weekly time frame, we are still tracking this equality objective versus the broader swing structure, which has an upside objective 52.34 on the upside. The 127 extension of the 2022 decline is at 51.72, and the weekly R1 is at 51.69. So those are our principal upside objectives for this move. Currently on the 4-hour time frame, tracking a corrective sequence versus the 51.0750 swing high here. I'm looking for a move down into 50.69 to 50.57. Also coincides with 38.2% retracement off the Nvidia push higher, Nvidia earnings push higher last week. And so looking for a pullback into this area, watching for bullish reversal patterns, want to engage on the long side, looking for a break back through our 51.0750. And our first upside objective is going to be the 51.63 to 51.69, 51.72. From there, I'd watch for bearish momentum divergence to be maintained. That could then see a pullback back into these prior cycle highs here at the 51.24 to set the base then for that run up to target our 52.34 upside equality objective on the weekly time frame. At this stage, obviously, in terms of the bearish scenario, any loss of 50.45 would suggest a deeper corrective move to set a retest of the psychological 5,000 level. Moving to the Nasdaq, similar scenario here with the Nasdaq. Whilst we hold below the 18,059 corrective swing high here, I'm looking for a deeper pullback into the 17,839, 17,776 area. Coincides with 38.2% retracements of the Nvidia push higher. Bullish reversal patterns there. I want to engage on the long side. Our next upside objective is going to be the cluster above us here at 18,300 to 18,355. Similarly to the ES scenario, look for pullbacks back into this prior double top to act as support to set the base for the next push higher to target our equality objective on the weekly time frame, which is 19,712. This stage, it would take a loss of the 17,688 high volume node on this 4-hour profile to suggest a deeper pullback back into test the 17,540 area as support. Last but not least, moving to the Dow Jones. Dow Jones is the one index that came closest last week to actually testing the weekly equality objective, which sits at 39,425. We came just shy of that in trade last week. So what I'm looking for here with the Dow Jones is, whilst we hold 39,290 as resistance, we look for a pullback into 39,011, 38,959. Coincides with these price cycle highs, and again that 38.2% retracement. From there, we watch for bullish reversal patterns, want to engage on the long side. Our next upside objective is going to be into that 39,425, just above there, 39,500. We have monthly projected range resistance. And if we maintain momentum divergence, i.e. making that new high in price, but failing to make a new high in momentum, watch for bearish reversal patterns there. To engage on the short side, looking for a pullback into the prior cycle highs at 39,339 as the first objective to the downside. Bearish scenario is that any loss of 38,875 will be a bearish development and open a move down to test 38,600 as the next key support level. As always, traders, plan the trade the plan, and most importantly, manage your risk. Until next time, thanks very much.